Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another exciting edition of multi-twitch.tv multi. Oh, you just. Oh, dang it. Almost got it. Almost. You. Frustrating. Welcome, everybody, to another exciting edition of multi-twitch.tv that Lysanya guy Petri Quiche. My name is Lysanya, not Lasagna, and I'm joined by my good friend Petri Quiche, who is trying to interrupt me mid-intro with apparently the most amazing fusion dance in the history of fusion dances. How are you today?
I am doing good. Thanks for asking.
Yes, as
It's not
apparently.
terribly often I can throw you off like that, but
Well,
this time,
Petrie shared with me just before, or just in the middle of my intro there, the picture of two football players performing a fusion dance, and I am looking at that, and it is glorious. Okay,
mhm,
it needs work, but it is still
a little
glorious.
bit.
It, it
Yeah.
is it is it is an appropriate tribute, and all I can say is they're not professional Saiyans, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It is a tip of the cap. I must say. I give it 4 Dragon Balls out of 7.
Oh, okay. So they got some work to do to find the rest of them.
Yeah, they need some work, but it's okay. It's 4 Dragon Balls out of 7. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah, it's okay. Listen, it's above average. It's above average.
Oh, that's good.
Definitely above average. Most only get to 2. Actually, I should say most only get to 1, but a lot of people don't even get any.
Fair. Okay, so we got stuff to do.
I have heard we have a lot of things to do. I've also
Fun.
heard I've also heard I've also heard that we are very, very close.
We are.
I have been told
Yes.
that it might be
Repeatedly by
tonight.
bail? Yes.
Um Try every hour by bail.
Well, yeah.
Or something to that effect.
Something to that effect, yes.
At bail high.
She is not paying attention. When I left her, she was in Alphascape.
Oh. Okay.
She's busy.
Very good. Okay.
Alright. Speak
Hello.
with Sid and Mordona.
Speak with Sid in
Wait.
Mordona. Yeah, we are in Mordona, by the way.
This way. Yeah, yeah.
I at least I think we're in Mordona. Where are
We
we even?
are. We are, but it's this way.
Yes. Suddenly a tornado just runs right through Mordona. Although technically, wasn't that Bahamut?
Technically, he was more a meteor than a tornado, I would say.
Well,
But yes,
Meteor, yeah, but okay, you get my
yes,
point.
yes. If there is any weirdness with my headset or with my, I shouldn't sound any different, but there may be some extra echo. My headset broke.
Ooh, yes, and I'm on a new
On
headset, so we're
Yeah,
both going through it.
yeah, like one of the ear cups has just decided to come off my headset. So I am working to. I've already ordered a new one, and it'll be here tomorrow.
Ooh, good. Okay, so in time for Friday.
Yes.
Excellent. Oh, quick point in regards to Friday.
Yes.
Don't know if it's going to be raid night or a story stream.
We'll be doing something.
We'll be doing something. It might be trials. It might be oh hi cutscene.
Mm-hmm. Cutscene. Just. Oh, all spoilers go in my chat. No spoilers in Lasagna's chat, please.
That's correct. Spoiler free on my end, please.
Now, where was that? Ah, I've enabled the teleporter. One brief jump and we shall arrive in Omega's control room. How convenient. You've been here before.
It's
Of
almost
course. It was no easy task threading a path through all the skirmishes.
it's almost like he knows what
How
he's
could I
doing.
ignore the existence of such a fascinating
Almost. You
toy?
think?
You can
Maybe.
trust that my preliminary examination was suitably thorough.
I mean, it's almost like
I trust your appetite for
it's
technology.
almost like we fought him before
No,
or
we
something.
haven't. No, we haven't.
I thought we have. I thought we fought Nero.
No. No. Well, yeah, we fought Nero. We haven't.
No, we just a brief skirmish type of thing. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong. Either way, it doesn't matter. We have Garleans here.
Searching for something, engineer?
This asshole.
Something big? It's close, isn't it?
Remember this guy?
It's like all my name days have come at once.
All the scouts the Empire could have sent. Take care of that brute, will you?
Oh, he just noped out.
Can't let Nero tinker around in there by himself.
Brute.
Sorry
Wait.
to leave you to it,
No,
but I dare
hey.
say he'll manage without me. This clod has no idea who he's dealing with.
No, you can't leave him alone.
Well, we get to murder kill things, Petrie. What say you?
I mean, I'm
Oh,
fine with that.
Oh, wait a minute.
I am Gosetsu, samurai of Doma. You will rue your choice of
Hi,
opponent
Gosetsu.
this day.
Gosetsu's going to fight with us for the first time! Meanwhile, someone's compensating!
No, he's not. Oh, well, this guy does.
That guy, yes, not
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Gosetsu.
Setsu's awesome.
Gosetsu's fine. I'm talking about the other guy.
Yeah, about him.
I make absolutely no further comment here.
You'll see.
First things first. Let's kill things! Oh, hi, we're in a bit of a prison here.
That's not good. Okay.
Huh. And apparently I have taken aggro.
Samurai of Doma.
Oh, no. Rude. Rude much.
No.
Directionals! I will do directionals as a white mage!
It's my right to strike.
Can't do that, though. I'll just go over here. 6. Oh! Oh, they are here now. Oh, they are cheating now. Okay.
Of course they are.
Let's fix that problem then. Yeah, of course they're cheating. Oh, hi! Get out of there.
Soul and steel.
You know, it'd be really nice if they stop. Oh, okay, they did. Very good.
Oh, wow.
Is this gonna work? Is this gonna work? Nope, it's just... Okay, never mind. It's just me.
Samurai of Doma.
Ah! Let me regen in peace!
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that'll never happen.
no peace in
Oh,
regening
oh,
now.
wait a minute. Okay. Wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last time.
Nope. Sure won't. I mean, if we surrendered every time we were outnumbered, we would never fight anything.
Yeah. Nero's going to give us a toy.
I mean, I like toys. Things that explode. Those would be nice. Go bang.
Oh, hi! Okay.
Yes.
This is fine. This causes
yeah.
explosions.
Yes.
This is very okay.
Yes. Nero tends to like his weapons, so that makes it very, very nice. I forget there's multiple things you're supposed to do here.
Also, a scout that doesn't know what's going on and then complains about it.
That's the wrong button.
Just saying.
Might not be the wrong button, actually.
Now we get to explode things! I'm very okay with exploding things. As long as it's not me. And, well, not anybody on stream. That works too.
I mean, yeah.
Let's kill all the things! Oh, yes.
Okay, so what's going on here?
Oh, yes.
No retreat.
Oh, hello. Bang.
With soul and steel.
Yes, sir. You brought a knight out. Fine, be like that then.
No holding back.
Fine then, be like that, okay.
An opening.
Kill all the things, there we go.
Look upon a samurai of Doma.
Leave it to me.
No. Will not explode.
Yes, right here.
I like to strike.
It's all over now.
Oh, jeez, more of these things. Ugh.
Your defense is lucky.
Oh boy, I'm gonna eat it. Yeah, I am. That's okay, it's okay.
Hey.
Yes, okay, and then this.
Please, you say?
Oh! We're good? I think we're good.
Oh. Oh, hello.
I think? Oh, okay, they ran. Okay. Deserting a battle is punishable by death. Well, that's a great way to instill loyalty.
Oh, yeah. It's fantastic. Ow. Ow.
No retreat. No surrender.
Just give them all things good. Oh, a firebomb, really? Oh, you're gonna cause explosions. That's interesting.
Don't stand in the fire. by the way.
Shit! Can I get out of that? Yeah, I can. I think. Ow.
No holding back.
Haha.
You get this.
An opening.
Yeah. Okay. And then switch this way. There we go.
Oh, boy.
This one'll sting. Leave this to me.
Almost done on my end, I think, question mark.
Maybe.
Let's see. Because of course you'll have that. Yep.
Yeah, you're fairly close.
Get out of that. Okay. Yeah, he's dead. Got him.
Yeah.
Tis my right to strike.
There it is. Yeah, you better run.
Okay, that's not a good thing.
What?
You'll see. I'm like 20 to 30 seconds ahead of you, I think. Would you just go ahead and tell me, do you think it's a good idea?
To let him run?
No, that part's fine.
Oh.
Central stasis disengaged. All systems operational. Garland?
All clear on this side. It's waking up.
Yeah.
Omega's sensors immediately detected the presence of the cocoon, even at this distance. They must have been set to scan for sources of energy exceeding certain magnitudes.
Yeah.
Still don't see any means to control the machine directly. It seems to have been designed to act wholly autonomously. Once we release Omega, we can be fairly certain it will attempt to capture the Primal at Belsar's Wall. Assuming its mission is successful, our only option at that point will be to re-engage its stasis system and put it back to sleep.
And should the machine happen to misbehave, we'll simply initiate an emergency shutdown. I confess we don't yet have a complete grasp of its capabilities, but I'm certain the details will not elude us for long.
Well, I understood less than half of that. So, my question to you is, are we doing the right thing?
You know, that's a fantastic question, Ida. That's a fantastic question. What do you think, Ida?
It is.
What do I think? All right. Step aside, Sid. Is this the thing I need to press?
Yes, that's the one.
You gave too much for us to waste this chance, Papalimo. So this is for you. And me.
I mean, there's something to say about big shiny red buttons.
This is why you don't push the shiny red button. I'm just going to say, we are about to have a masterclass on why you don't push the shiny button.
Oh my gosh, the music. I'm sorry, the music.
Free, my
Please no.
pretty. Show us what you can do.
Why? We're gonna have to kill it later, aren't we?
Kill what later?
The launch
Omega.
has begun.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm sure you have absolutely no clue what I'm talking about. We're gonna have to kill Omega later, aren't we?
Do you want me to tell you or no?
No. That was a rhetorical
Okay.
question. No spoilers.
Okay.
Oh, music.
Yes.
And now we commence the Kamehameha part of the program.
Yep.
5 episodes later, hi. Let's hit the fast forward button. Oh, no, wait, no, we get to tune in next time on Dragon Ball Z, right?
Yes, it is time to tune in next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Yes. Oh, hey, we're in the next episode already. Cool. Look at this. Death and destruction everywhere.
Yay.
Yeah, it sounds like just another episode.
Yeah.
See, this is what happens when you have, Wait, what? Did they both defeat each other?
Hmm.
Because I'm all for that. Less work for us to do.
This is fair.
But that shouldn't be. I didn't engage the stasis system.
You should be thankful.
And what does this signify? I have little understanding of these contrivances.
The launch went exactly to plan, but all signals emanating from Omega have ceased. This may indicate any number of things, but we will need to join the Scions out in the field if we are to ascertain which one.
Right. I've ordered a malfunctioning beast to go to sleep. That should prevent any unfortunate mishaps. I suggest we make our way back to Gridania.
Wait a second.
Omega destroyed the cocoon. Happilimo's spell is fading. It was bound to his ether, you see. And if the connection is broken...
Ida. The tattoo.
Yes.
What the hell?
Interesting, isn't it?
More like concerning.
Slightly concerning, I would say.
Travel to Gridania, yes. Apparently we're going to Gridania.
Yes.
Here's the real question. Are we going to New Gridania or Old Gridania?
Old Gridania. So you need to go to the Lotus Stand.
Ah, here we are. Oh, orchestration
air
rolls. There we go. Use them. All right, so what do we got next?
Far Edge of Fate.
All right,
Which,
let's see.
I might remember as being the last cutscene. You gotta go to the low stand first. Okay.
Thank you, Yugiri.
Do we have to go to the meeting, though? They're always so boring.
um,
People talk. There's never snacks.
no drinks either.
Nope.
You know, we really should have a budget for those things.
Yeah, I used part of the budget earlier this week.
What now?
Tuesday? Tuesday. Yes, I used part of my drink budget on Tuesday.
Oh, you did?
I did.
I feel like I'm missing something in this equation. What-
No?
what-
Not really.
Anyway,
It's right.
yes.
To the Conjurers Guild.
Yes. I am a few steps behind you.
Okay. There you are. Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Okay.
All right, so meeting time. And, oh, okay, yep, separate scenes.
Mm-hmm. Ah, but Emmerich's here. All is well again. He makes up for the lack of snacks.
Oh, boy.
Yep, we did our job. What else are we gonna do? I mean, if we didn't come back, then you wouldn't have to thank us for doing our job, so...
Probably wouldn't have to thank anybody, as it probably would have meant another cataclysm.
Probably. Yeah, we did kind of lose the weapon, but we're probably glad that we were inside the control room and not outside.
Also, of a good note is that it's not responding. May be a good thing, because if it's not responding to any life vitals or anything, then, you know, you've got a dead mega weapon and you have a dead Bahamut. I say it's a good trade-off.
That wasn't Bahamut. Or Bahamut, however you say it.
Regardless, a dead super weapon and a dead thing that can destroy the entire world, I'm good with it.
Usually a good day.
That's,
Yeah.
that's, you know what? Less to worry about at the end of the day.
This is true. They each landed a fatal blow upon the other. Yeah, it does seem that way.
I'm very
Sounds
okay
good.
with this.
I like it.
I'm very okay with this. Wait a minute. I have heard that name spoken many times before, Shinryu.
Yes. Yes, you have.
I hear cat.
Yes. The interrupter of streams has appeared.
The what?
The interrupter of streams has appeared.
Oh, yes. Guest co-caster.
Yes. But she's in her cat perch, so she should be fine.
Yes.
Scratched under her chin, and she now looks at me and is like, is it more scratches?
Of course she wants more scritches. But on her timetable.
Right. Which is now.
Yes.
Always.
Yes. Well, sometimes she...
Mostly forever.
I'm sure sometimes that... Okay, well, then again, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's
Is cat? Is
She's a
cat?
cat.
Yes. Is cat, so who knows? You know?
Nope. I don't know. Ah. That would be a good thing.
A small
Resting
detour.
from the Garlean's grasp. This is always good. I happen to know.
Yeah,
What?
this is too convenient. For this
What is too convenient?
this whole scenario is too convenient for an MMO.
Is it?
A dead super weapon, a dead super being, and everything is missing. This is too convenient.
There is something to be said for I won't believe it's dead until I see it with my own eyes.
Yes. I'll trust it when I see it with my own eyes and hey, look, you have an axe. Hey, we should test it with your axe. By the way, we're not in a party.
Oh.
Bye. Apparently.
Bye.
Bye.
Hawthorne Hut.
Thanks. Thanks.
Welcome.
Thanks.
It's a thing. Yeah, it's Hawthorne Hut.
Yeah.
I was like, I remember where we're going.
That was the point. I waited for you.
Yeah, and I came out and nothing happened. You're talking about my axe. I have an axe. Yes, it's
Yeah.
nice.
Well, there you go. Okay.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Off we go.
Yep. Off we run.
We're not running. Chocobo's running. We're not running.
Yes.
We're seated.
It's the royal we. The royal we is
Greetings, because that's the royal hello.
running. Yes. Okay. Yustola. Please tell me everything is fine.
You stole the all-seeing, by the way.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, mostly seeing.
I cannot well express how glad I am to see you both unharmed.
Listen, anyone who is blind can see more than anyone else in the world, okay? This has been proven on stream before.
I don't know about making such
AKA
grandiose and sweeping statements. Yeah, I know
A-
what you mean.
Safety, though I'm given to understand that there were casualties on the far side of the wall.
Casualties? Yeah, just a couple.
Just a few, maybe.
It was like watching a nightmare unfold before our very eyes. Ilbert's primal manifested in the form of a colossal dragon.
Although, in fairness,
Pure violence.
I will say this, though, in fairness, like, in all seriousness, like, when we lose one sense, the others seem to be, like, heightened, if you think
yeah.
about it.
Comes as no surprise.
Oh, yeah.
Nor do I wonder at its form.
That's true.
Instead of seeing with one's eyes, perhaps they see with their ears, in a sense.
Well,
If you think about it, by hearing,
Right.
by
Right.
touch, you know.
Right. Yustola sees through the ether. Which is kind of
Yes.
interesting.
Hmm.
And I am quite certain the abomination would have obliged had it not found itself outmatched by a mega. Gods! I am no stranger to the works of Alag, but even I was unprepared for the machine's furiosity. It beggared belief.
Mm-hmm.
And how fares poor Ida in the midst of all this? Have you spoken with her?
She is up on the platform, lost in thought. We deemed it best not to disturb her, but mayhaps she would welcome some company after all. Shall we?
Yes, we shall. Take us up, Yustola.
This is one of those Ida is having a bad day moments. This is really the first, like,
You
from
lost your best friend.
I know, it's just been from that point onward, it's like,
Left of him.
this has not been a good turn of events for her at all.
No.
And it sucks, and I feel bad for her.
I don't blame anyone. I knew what was going to happen. I knew the spell Papalimo meant to cast would drain away his life force. I knew that it would only buy us a little time.
Wait a minute, is she taking off her visor?
Which she never does.
Holy crap.
Ida, there is no need to explain.
But
This
there
is the first time we've seen her full face.
Little shadow anymore, and I shouldn't hide behind my sister's mask.
We've seen her eye before, but never her full face.
20
years ago, on the day the Empire marched into Alamigo, I was still just a child, not even 5 summers old. My father had been one of the leaders of the revolution. He had fought to overthrow the Mad King, Theodoric. And my sister had fought alongside him. She was strong and kind, and always knew what to do. But when the Garleans came, everything changed. My father went to war against them too, and I never saw him again. After that, I remember a lot of running. My sister dragged me for malms and malms until we came to the city of Charlian. That was where she met Master Louis Soir. He introduced her to the Circle of Knowing, and she eventually became an Archon.
She was your inspiration. Is that not why you took up her mask and her name? Or did you simply mean to continue what she had started?
You've known all along, haven't you? That I wasn't Ida.
Of course. We all recognized you at once. 'Twas Papalimo who persuaded us to maintain the charade.
It was silly to think I could fool you. I knew that even then, but I sort of decided not to know. Ida died 6 years ago, on a mission to smuggle refugees out of Alamigo. They say she was overwhelmed by Imperial soldiers when she stayed behind to save a little girl. She was so strong. There must have been a lot of them.
I'm gonna let her keep talking.
Yeah, I think so too. It doesn't seem right to interrupt her, and they're asking that question gains us nothing.
No.
There's no point in asking that.
No.
I'm sorry for lying to you. My real name is Lys. When Papalimo brought me Ida's mask, it was meant as a keepsake.
She didn't have to tell us.
I decided I wanted to be his new partner, to keep alive all the good that she had done. I didn't want to become Ida, exactly. At the time, though, I still didn't know who I was myself. And it almost seemed easier to play the role. Papalimo agreed to help, of course, but it was never what he wanted for me. He wanted me to walk my own path, and those were his final words to me. The Archon's mark he gave me is faded, and my last excuse along with it.
Ah, okay.
So this is it. Whatever I choose to do from now on, I do as Lys. And I choose to continue my family's fight. I want Alamigo to be the country that Ida and my father always wanted it to be.
Part of the disguise, then.
Yep.
War is upon us once more.
Yeah, you don't say.
Do you regret standing against the Empire? Would you have chosen a different road, knowing what you know now?
To claim that I never doubted the decision would be a lie. But I made my choice, and I have defended it with blade in hand ever since.
The battle continues, and our steel is needed. Come, Shadow Walker, we leave for the east, for Doma.
So apparently we're the last to know here.
Oh yeah.
Well, we have our. If you think about it, though, we have our ticket now to another city, to Doma. Maybe.
Maybe.
Wait a minute. Are we getting? Are we getting credits? We are getting credits. Okay.
Yes, we are. Hey, you, off the table.
Which means that we're almost there.
Yes, that is the end of Heaven's Word.
So the end of Heaven's Word basically is Ida's an imposter. She's really okay. Yes, Bale, I understand now. Thank you.
Yeah. I was like, that is the most obscure thing he's never gonna understand.
Yes, I get it now, Bale. Whew.
So yeah, what'd you think of Heaven's Word?
Uh, a lot of Durgan.
Oh yeah, well, it was the patch, or the expansion based on Durgan's.
It was a lot of Durgan.
Yep.
It was a lot of... I really liked that warrior of... I like... Well, actually, I'll tell you what I really liked. I liked kind of teasing Urianger. Maybe he's turning on us, maybe he's not, kind of gray area.
Uh-huh.
I really liked that. I thought that was well done.
There's something to understand with all this, and the reason why it seemed like it came on suddenly and then went away quickly is because these are individual story patches.
Yeah.
So, I want to say, like, that whole Warrior of Darkness arc took place in a patch, maybe two. So it had time to build up. Just not if you've got the whole thing in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, I've been doing, like, the 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, just had 4.4 drop. So we've had 4 story bits since we had the end of Stormblood.
Okay. So which patch did we just finish?
We just
3.
finished
What?
3.55.
3.55.
I think. I wasn't here for it, so I don't know.
Okay.
When I got here, Heaven's Word was already done. All of the raids were out. The 24-mans were technically old. No one was running the 8-mans anymore because they were all done. So my first experience with, like, brand new 24-mans, brand new raids, brand new everything else was Stormblood.
Oh God! You just have to rub that right in our faces one more time with Horshfont, with his own credit. You just had to do that. You just had to do that.
Yeah,
Don't. Ah! You just.
They do enjoy twisting that knife.
Hang on, let me get this dagger out of my back here. Hang on a second.
And I can't reach mine. It's just stuck there forever. Going back through and doing the story again, like, first off, I remembered things. It's like, oh, right, that's what happens here. Like, I completely forgot that Nidhogg / Estinian crashed the peace opening thing. At the town, like, at Falcon's Nest. I'm like, wait, what happened? I know something happens here, but I can't remember what it is. There's gonna be a lot of that. Because, granted, like, I did the main Stormblood story over a weekend, I want to say. I do not recommend it. Actually, I do, but I don't.
You do in the sense that you basically patch day ran through it. I remember you talking to me about it.
It was amazing.
Or
Like,
not
it
patch
was,
day, but like everything went live on the expansion that day, and you were like, "I'm gonna do it."
it's patch weekend. It goes live on
Yeah.
Friday.
Uh huh.
I remember this because this was the only Thursday that I went over to a friend's house and we stayed up and actually watched the entire Critical Role that night. And I was asked off for work the next day because I knew I was going to be tired.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't realize that was the same day as Stormblood launched. I'm like, oh, lucky me! I get to do Stormblood. Then I started looking at the times for it, and I was like, oh shit, because Critical Role isn't going to get over until like 2 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little bit earlier if we're unlucky. We're
Mhm.
lucky depending on how you look at it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't see the time. I saw the time. It said 2 a.m. And I'm like, okay, great. So the patch dropped at 2 a.m. That's going to be a nightmare. Everyone was pre-patching the night before because it's the new expansion is a large patch. It takes like 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes depending on your internet speed. Sometimes a little bit longer. And then when you get up that next morning, which by the way, all times they give for anything are in Pacific Standard Time.
Uh-huh.
So when I was like, okay, I'm going to go straight from Critical Role to do Stormblood, I'll get home, patch will already have dropped, it should be calmed down for like 15, 20 minutes, it should have already been up, it should be fine. No. I got home, wonder why the servers weren't up, posted in Discord, like, what the heck is going on, where's the server? Like, oh yeah, it's Pacific Standard Time, it's up in 3 hours. I'm like, oh. So I got a 3-hour nap, got up, made myself a pot of tea, not a cup, a pot of tea,
Yeah.
and went to town. Like, servers went up, everyone was queuing to get in, it took forever. Like, you push the button to log into your server, and there is a little thing that comes up that says, you are this number in queue.
I've seen it a couple times, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was the entire first weekend. Anytime you log in, that's what it was. So you sat and you waited, and you get in, you get to do the stuff, and you can't see the NPCs. There are way too many people around them. But the feeling of going through and everyone's doing it at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
all of your friends, everybody that you know who is doing it that weekend, anybody else is just like completely shut off Discord and like doesn't talk to anybody. Those that are there, you talk to them and like you're going through a story together and you're wandering from place to place, you're going to seeing new things, you're getting all of the new Aether Currents, which is a thing, again. Doing all this cool stuff, except that there was something that came to be known as Rub-On Extreme. Which, oh boy. It wasn't a trial, it wasn't anything else. It was the fact that because the servers were being DDoSed that weekend,
Oh, lovely.
it was impossible to do one of the early instances. You had to be really lucky. There were 90k disconnects all over the place. People couldn't get through that trial. Like, you start it, and it would play the cutscene, and then you'd get to the instance, and it would drop you.
Oh.
Repeatedly. So, I got really lucky and got out my second try. Beat the instance, moved on. So I was one of like 3 or 4 people that I knew that was through that first part of the story, and I'll show you where it is. I know exactly where it is.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Because you'd walk past that part of the map later, like on your way to go do other things, and there are still people sitting there trying to do this instance. It was really sad. But there were people that what they did, and why it ended up like hitting it so hard, not immediately but later on, was that most people wanted to go pick up Red Mage or Samurai because they were the 2 new classes that dropped, or 2 new jobs that dropped with Stormblood.
Mm-hmm.
And it started at 50, so all you had to do was 10 levels to get it. And you could start Stormblood with the new class. And everyone do Samurai. Oh my gosh, Samurai was so popular. You go anywhere and everywhere, there's a Samurai.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Oh yeah. It's gotten a lot better. People have realized that it's not necessarily all it's cracked up to be. It's really good. It's high damage output, but not a whole lot of raid utility.
Basically,
So-
melee black mage.
Yeah, actually, a lot like melee Black Mage. Now that I've done Black Mage and I've play with the class a little bit, yeah, it's a lot like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of different things you can do, but there's really not a lot you can do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You just mainly damage up it. But the people that were trying to level that instead of going and doing that instance, there was a whole there were fate parties everywhere. Like you'd wander into this next area we're gonna get into, and there would be shouts all over the place, like talking back and forth, like, "Hey, okay, is having any luck with it? What's the status in the servers? What's the status this, status that?" So there's a lot of communication going on. Everyone on the server is trying to troubleshoot what's going on, and there's fate parties. People are doing the high level fates, trying to be able to level themselves to get to 60. And I want to say there were some people that started Stormblood at 70 because they couldn't get through that instance for so long.
Oh, jeez.
That they leveled all the way up to 70. 20 levels.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it took most of 2 days to get that worked out. And it ended up, because, let's see, there's DDoSing going on. Oh, right, the party finder is broken, too.
Oh, hey!
Just to add insult to injury, the party finder is broken. So...
Hey, on the bright side, chat servers gotta work out. People were communicating.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a camaraderie. It's like going to see a midnight movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's the people that are really excited about it, people that are really into it,
Yeah.
and it's a totally different experience.
Yeah, like I get what you're saying, because I was like, what you're talking about, to me, Guild Wars 1 day one.
Yeah.
Or Guild Wars 1, because I was in one of the invitation-only betas for Guild Wars 1, which was really cool, and it was nothing like the game that launched.
Right.
But it was really cool. But day one Guild Wars 1 was like this mass of people just ramming themselves through all sorts of instances. You got all the people talking back and forth and all that stuff. It was really cool, because then you got to start in basically an area that nobody had seen before. Because all the betas were like, oh hey, you get in the post-war, oh gosh, what was it? I think it was like Ascalon or something like that. Maybe, I'm thinking of the wrong kingdom probably. But you had like that faction, and then you had like the open betas. No, it's not over there, it's over here, where with the religious cult and shit.
Yeah.
So on those lands, you got to do all those quests before the final island, basically, but you got to do all those quests. So you saw bits and pieces and things and stuff, but never had the full picture. And then day one, it's like, no, you're in prequel land, and it's happy and sunny and everything. Everybody's going, what? Who cares? It's day one. Let's go. Everybody grabs their weapons, and everybody's excited. Tutorials and class learning and basic skills and things like that. And everybody's like, let's go. Everything's okay. Let's do this.
Oh yeah.
And
it's almost exactly like that.
Yeah. And people rushing to see first to post-war, or hey, that one guy who always was like, yeah, I'm gonna be like max level in the prequel before I go there, and which got turned into an achievement.
Nice.
A literal in-game achievement.
Oh gosh.
Which required a lot of what was called death leveling, in which you leveled the enemies by getting yourself killed to enemies and then going to kill the enemies.
Ah.
It was a really complicated process.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things that's like, you showed that as like, okay, yeah, you're dead serious about achievement hunting and knowing the game. Mm-hmm. It was almost like a status symbol of, because you can't go backwards. Once you're past the prologue, you can't go backwards, because afterwards it's like 5 years later.
Ah, I
so
see.
You can't go back to the prequel, so you either do it then or you're locked out of it completely.
Oof.
Which is okay, because then there's the other one, which is basically, you can do that one, or you can go after the Don't Die Ever. Which is basically a survival title, which is basically, until your first death, your XP counter goes up, and all that stuff. But I get where you're going with this. I'm recalling all the fancy stuff that we had to do for Guild Wars 1. I know there's like Guild Wars 2 and whatnot that's out now. I know I'm kind of going back a bit, I had collector's edition and everything on Guild Wars 1, so it's like, yeah, been there, done that. The first two portions of it, Prophecies and Factions, not the third one, sadly.
Ah.
I got the game though, the final expansions, both of them, but it's like, I'm good now, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't get them until way after. I was kind of like, been there, done that, got the t-shirt after a while. I was like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, they had a lot of cool stuff when they were doing Guild Wars 1, and I can see that with Final Fantasy 14. I can see that excitement, but I see what Final Fantasy does a lot better than Guild Wars 1 is the story side of it.
Yeah.
Where Guild Wars 1, when they did that, they were like, oh, hey, all this stuff, but it was all released just in one huge mass.
Oh. Yeah, well, there's part of that. Like, the first half of Stormblood, we'd say half, it's more like 2/3, I would say. Because, like, think about it with Heavensward. It was up until the quest Heavensward and you fought Thoradin.
Mm-hmm.
All of that dropped on day 1.
Whereas in Guild Wars 1, they dropped 90% of Prophecies on day 1. And there was one small kind of after, level 20, almost like Coils of Bahamut.
Right.
Type of content, where they had 4, like, quote-unquote expert kind of mission type of things that you could deal with. Pretty strong stuff. You had to be real good to get through those.
Yeah,
I think it was 4. I think it was 4.
It's kind of like raiding. But what the thing with
It
that
wasn't
is...
a raid, though. It wasn't a raid, though. It was, if I remember correctly, it was 4-person content.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong. It's been a long time.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I could be wrong about that. It's been a long time. I know Guild Wars 2 is out now. Guild Wars 1 is so ancient history right now in interwebs years, so I get it. But, like, the one thing I was going back to my original point.
Right.
Final Fantasy XIV really does a good job of really teasing the story, whereas with Guild Wars 1, it just, like, plopped the story and said, here you go, and then had a resolution, it was done. The story is done. Everything that was in those story chapters and whatnot was done. You didn't have any real crossover. It was just done. So they were their own individual games in a sense, which was great if you wanted to just jump in after the fact. Let's say if you were, say, in my situation and wanted to jump into the game and have day 1 content, you could do that with their own separate games because they all acted in their own separate game, basically.
Well, you can do it too, but the thing is you'd have to pay for the level jump.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, though. In Final Fantasy, you have to build on top of it. So, like, you have to have a Realm Reborn, and then you have to have the stuff after that. But with Guild Wars 1, you could have, like, oh, no, I want this expansion. And you only had to have that expansion, but you only got that content. So it was a la carte, basically.
Ah, I see. Yeah,
But-
no, like, if you went
yeah.
and bought Stormblood now, you would get Realm Reborn and Heavensward at the same time.
Right. But bear with me for just a moment, because the whole point of that whole spiel was that with Guild Wars 1, you had all that content, but it was all segmented. It wasn't really interconnected until the very end as they were transitioning over to Guild Wars 2, that they started transitioning it over and having connecting things. Until then, they didn't really connect anything. Whereas Final Fantasy XIV, they give you those nice little teasers. They just string you along a little bit. And they go, you think you know what's going on, and then they're trying to ease in that potential plot twist. Then they drop Ida out of nowhere. It's like, Ida's been that background kind of character, probably the least memorable of all of the Scions, until now. Now we know why. Because Ida's a lie.
Yes. Eden technically died 6 years ago.
So, yeah. Anyway, we are going to get back to more action here pretty soon. I understand, I know that, the credits can be boring at times. We're trying
You
to
don't
talk through the
necessarily
credits.
have to sit through them, but yes.
No, it's fine. It's fine, because I suspect that there will be important bits after the credits.
I can almost guarantee there will be.
Kind of like the last time we went through credits, and then Warrior of Darkness happened, and I was
and the moon, and you freaked out.
and my inner fanboy was screaming.
Yes. Well, this will be Stormblood.
Yes.
Extra bits.
This will be Storeblood teaser, basically. Yes.
Yes.
And that's okay.
With the way things go, I don't know. It's possible we may be able to get to current before the next patch comes out. I kind of doubt it.
Get to what?
Get to be current before the next patch comes out.
Get to current? What do you mean?
Well, currently we've got patch 4.4 out. We've got all Stormblood in 4.4. The next patch, we just had the patch drop 3 weeks ago. Because we're on week 3 of raid schedule right now.
You're thinking we go all the way through Stormblood?
I mean, it's possible.
Ooh, that's an aggressive schedule.
Well, I'm saying if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
If it happens, then
yeah, what I may actually do is because I don't necessarily need to keep doing stuff I do with raid. I could wait to do story until we get to it on stream.
Or we could always because refresh my memory. Tuesday is patch day, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, we could very easily. There's a lot of options, though. We've got options. It's not a big deal.
No, it's going to depend on when or how close we are to it when it comes out.
Yeah.
Because if we're not even close, and the
patch is
gonna
go.
drop,
Yeah.
no, I'm sorry.
Go right
there's
ahead.
Stuff I gotta take care of.
Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, just go right ahead on that.
Cliffhangers, man.
Yeah. By the way, quick note on that, because Petrie and I were talking about this specific point earlier.
We were.
If we do get current on the story, so I think we were talking about this. If we get current with the story, we were going to switch back to the main characters.
We can, yeah, because you've been pulling double duty, and I'm very impressed by this. That you have managed to keep your technically main character current with what we're doing on stream. You haven't been moving ahead, haven't been seeing anything before it happens, and you've been waiting to do it on stream. And
I have been maintaining discipline, okay?
I know.
That doesn't mean that I'm not trying to push forward with extreme trials and things like that. I kind of did get antsy. I kind of did get antsy and clear Titan Titan Extreme without the rest of the group, and I was like, I really want to do this. I need this. I needed Titan Extreme. I needed it.
I really think the story is the important bit that is good to have on stream. I don't necessarily think we need to have every little thing on stream.
Well, yeah, no. We don't necessarily have to have everything on stream. The story definitely. When we get all of Arrow together, and we're doing stuff together, yeah, it'd be kind of cool to have it on stream. It's not necessary.
Right.
But like the big stuff when we're raiding. Like, actual raiding.
That
would be kind of cool.
That'll have to be preserved for posterity.
Yeah. Prog must be recorded for posterity.
Yes. Speaking of, I am currently progging on Alphascape.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah. Well, Savage. Me too, Savage. Which is
did you clear this week or not yet?
Oh yeah, I already cleared this week.
Nice.
I cleared last night, so cleared on Tuesday. I could go in and do a practice party after this, but I'm not going to. I'm probably gonna start tomorrow and see what I can do with that. I mean, there are people there are mid-core groups already progging on V3. So I'm technically behind, but not really. My static is still on 1. So
you'll get it. I heard y'all got close. I've heard y'all been getting real close.
We did. We've gotten very, very close. Like, I feel like we understand it. It's just that our DPS is a little bit low this past week.
I have a funny feeling. I get this gut feeling that either, because I think y'all do Tuesdays and Sundays, right?
We are not raiding on Sunday because there is a convention people are going to.
Ah, well, I have a funny feeling that on Tuesday next week y'all are going to get it. The next time y'all are together, because I've been hearing about the prog, I've been listening in on it, or at least listening in on what y'all are doing a little bit. I got a funny feeling y'all are going to clear next one.
There's been a small snag I'm going to talk to you about later.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's not necessarily fine, but we're going to make it through.
Okay. Oh, we are at the end of the credits.
We are at the end
I
of the
think,
credits,
maybe?
right.
Oh, no. False alarm.
Should be close.
False alarm. We have special thanks first.
Yes. Special thanks.
False alarm. Speaking of alarms, your thoughts on the presidential alert earlier today? Topical. How loud was your alarm?
Alright, well, okay. Consider that I'm in an office of like 18 to 20 people. Who all have their phones on their desk. Because we do different things. They're all muted. But that doesn't matter. So, suddenly a bunch of phones going off all at once is like, fire alarm about to go off? What on earth is going on? I look down at my phone and it says presidential alert. I'm like, you fucking what, mate? I understand that it's for FEMA though, is what it is. And for that, I think it's important.
Yeah, it's the stated reason why they're testing it is for national emergencies, basically.
Right.
Basically, your like, say, for instance, hurricanes, tornadoes. Probably, I would venture to guess here that probably if there was, say, God forbid, I hope not, but say if a terrorist attack were to hit the country, would be for, say, getting information out to people to explain to them, hey, this is what's going on, stay safe, that sort of thing. That's my understanding.
That's what I hope it would be used for. Now, I don't want to get into politics because you and I have talked at least a little bit about some of this stuff outside of of stream and everything else, and we don't necessarily agree on things, and I don't want to.
That's okay. That's okay. You know what? It's okay that we don't agree all the time. But the one thing that we can do is we respect each other's opinions on the matter.
Yeah, and we discuss it like calm adults.
Hold that thought. End of cutscene. Or end of credits. End of credits.
Yeah, it is.
End of credits. Do we have a cutscene?
Should.
No.
No?
No.
What?
There is no cutscene. I am robbed of a cutscene.
Rude.
Wow. Wow. Top 5 anime betrayals of all time. Damn. Right there. Okay, fine.
Are we just
fine.
not done yet? Is that what it is?
I don't know. Hang on. Unless we're gonna get a cutscene right now. Are you? You're gonna throw a cutscene. Of course there's a cutscene. There it is. There it is. Oh,
so
the pump fake.
Where's the cutscene?
Pump fake on that. The pump fake. Oh, here we go. Oh, Pippin's there. Oh, here comes the invasion, I bet. They're going to tease the invasion, aren't they? Wait a second. Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. Garlean Empire.
Mm-hmm. Pay attention to these. These are gonna get important.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime we get one of these, it's like arr, 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 arr. Okay.
I'm going to guess that no, he's not going to allow for it.
Probably not.
Or just don't respond at all and just a blank stare at the Imperial officer.
I mean, he might be asleep. He's wearing a mask. It's hard to tell. Or he spoke and we couldn't hear it.
Oh, that's inside
Just
the mask.
in case you didn't catch it the first time.
Hmm. Oh, look, there's the title drop right there. A gathering storm of blood.
Yes.
Anyway, sorry, if I didn't catch it the first time. Also, more cutscene.
Just in case you didn't catch it the first time.
The Empire respond to the disappearance
That
of
thing was called Shinryu. This is the start of Stormblood.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't
FYI.
see you there. Forgive me. Word from Balesar's wall is proving long in the coming, and my mind cannot help but stray to grim places.
Alphino, a message from the Alliance.
It's about time. Pray summon the others at once.
Yes, sir.
General Oldin reports that his forces have
You
secured
left
the
him 5
breach in
minutes ago.
Balesar's wall.
What do you mean about time?
I mean, the credits. You know?
Yeah.
And what of the
Well,
Primal and
in
Omega?
game time, it's been months.
Yeah.
There's still no sign of either at this time. He writes that they will begin a more thorough investigation shortly. And, as expected, he wishes to petition the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
As expected.
The Alliance's decision to capture a part of Balesar's wall is open to interpretation.
That's not a good sign.
The wall serves to demarcate Imperial territory, Alamigo included, from the rest of Eorzea. To an observer, the Alliance's actions could be seen as a prelude to invasion.
Indeed. And the Alliance leaders have no wish to be branded invaders.
You're saying they won't fight for Alamigo? Even after everything that's happened?
Not without the consent of her people, no. Make no mistake, Lys. The Alliance is in complete agreement that the Empire must be purged from Eorzea. However, they will not set foot in Gyr Abania until they have formally secured the consent and cooperation of the Alamigan opposition.
They would have us act as intermediaries.
Precisely. The Scions are uniquely qualified to serve in this capacity. That is to say, Lys's, given her personal connection to the Resistance. Who better than you to broker an agreement between the Alliance and the people of Alamigo? Assuming you are willing, of course.
Of course I am. You know I'd like nothing more.
As for who should accompany you on said diplomatic mission, I had a mind to volunteer myself.
Well, that covers the talking part. But you just know there'll be trouble along the way. Are you available?
Petrie, we're getting dragged into this.
Yeah, we're getting voluntold.
More meetings.
I want snacks.
Who knows, maybe there will be a huge banquet. Better yet, maybe there will be a huge party.
Such endeavors are seldom hampered by a surfeit of healers.
Maybe we could have a huge, grand banquet. A grand banquet.
I have spent quite enough time here of late, so I'll be coming.
In the middle of the palace.
It has to have cookies.
Oh, there'll be cookies.
I trust you have no objections.
There'll be cookies, snacks, drink, and murder.
Shall I continue to
In no
serve as
particular
caretaker
order.
of the Waking Sands, and there keep watch for signs of primal and Asian activity both.
As capable as my learned friend undoubtedly is, there are some troubles that may prove too much for a single scion, on account of which I mean to stay.
It is settled then. Let us each see to our preparations.
And I'm getting the sense that Bale is issuing a hearty screw you to Ilberd. Oh, that's new. That's a new quest accepted music.
Yes, it is. Because we're in Stormblood.
Yes. Oh, we're gonna have to update the graphics next stream.
I've already done mine.
I don't have mine yet. I need to get it. I'll have
I
to
set mine up
get.
a while ago.
But yes, we've been voluntold.
Yeah, we've been voluntold we're going to a meeting.
Well then, Tataru, I leave the rising stones in your capable hands.
Cool.
Don't worry, Alphino. I'll see that the place is still standing when you come back.
You know, there's a part of me that's like, Tataru should be running the Scions.
I think so. Oh, excuse me. I think so.
She's the only one making money for this damn group.
Mistress Y'shtola has unfolded all. You are bound to Girabana?
What's that for?
Bale typing in your chat.
The Alliance would have us make contact with the Alamegan resistance.
For the rest of us. Working on it!
It begins then.
We're about to be
Soon
there.
it shall in Doma,
I
if
think.
the gods are good. Tis but a pity it must be now. I am sorry that we shall not be present to fight beside you in the battles to come.
You have stood with us countless times, Lady Yugiri. Pray do
Oh,
not
hi.
apologize.
Then let us thank you instead. You and yours stood with us from the first, when we came to this land as refugees in
Yep.
search of sanctuary.
Yes, we did.
Loath am I to think what might have become of my people, had you not extended to us the hand of friendship. We will never forget. This I solemnly swear.
Much has changed since first
Not
we
you,
set
Gary?
foot on these shores.
Where are you going?
Revenant's toll stands as a testament to that. I'm sure your people will manage in your absence.
Indeed. They have built a new home for themselves and no longer need me to shepherd them. The time has come for Kosetsu and I to return to our master, to our home. I know how you feel. It's time I went home too.
Though our battlefields be 1,000 mounds apart, our purpose is one. Let all men hearken to the clarion call of freedom, of liberation, from Eorzea to the far east, that they may rise up and cast down the curse of Garlemald.
Take care, you hear me? When all of this is over, we're going to celebrate. Together. Just you wait.
I should like that very much. Fare you well.
Well, Tataru seems happy. Why do I get the feeling she's about to get roped into one of those new outfit traps again? Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, new outfit trap.
It's not a trap. It's an upgrade.
It is an upgrade. Like the jacket, though.
You can actually get that on the market board.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Meanwhile, I'll still just be the warrior of light over here, or a warrior of light over here, with a candlestick on my back.
I mean, you don't have to wear it.
I mean, I enjoy the irony of it all. I'm just saying,
Ah.
and the puns that come with it. I don't know. Anyway, I am waiting for you to finish with cutscene.
Yes.
As I think we need to head to... Oh, yes, we would need to head to Hawthorne Hut.
Yes. Oh.
Hmm?
Also, we get our level 60, maybe 61, class quest.
Ah, yes.
That starts anew. You just saw it pop up in the corner.
Yes, I see it here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do that, I think, maybe next stream?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That would be a fantastic time, especially if we don't have Raid Night on Friday. That'd be a fantastic time to do it.
Alright. You figure out when you want to do stuff. I mean, I have time allotted out to spend time either streaming or not streaming, just in the game somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah,
And I'm fine with whatever. So.
Yeah, we'll figure that one out. Oh, quick programming note for everyone. Oh, yes. Not this Sunday, but next Sunday. We're not going to have a regular RPG session. It's not going to be a. It's not going to be a canon session. Oh, wait a minute. Hold that thought.
I remember crossing the border, standing in Girabania once more. Me and my fellow scions, the warrior of light among us. Behind us, Baelsar's wall cutting the land in two. Freedom on one side, tyranny on the other. Tyranny and the promise of a new beginning, but one that could only be bought with flames and blood.
Ah, we finally have arrived.
There you go.
Back to programming note. I'm sorry, cutscene. Back to programming note. Okay. Not this Sunday, but next Sunday will be a non-canon session for RPG Night with Sass, apparently where we can't tell time, Volume 2. We will have a canon session this Sunday. Next Sunday will not be canon. So,
I have questions.
I'm not going to answer those questions right now because that would be spoiling things. It's going to be fun, I promise.
Why is it not canon?
You'll find out that Sunday, ...
Okay.
I have my reasons for not sharing.
Are we still playing our characters?
Yes, you are!
Do I get to call Jack an evil doppelganger again?
That's your discretion! That's at your discretion. That's not my job, that's your job.
This is true. It is my job.
Uh-huh.
Think about that. Important decisions.
Oh, I'm just going to say y'all are going to have much fun
Oh dear.
when we get there. I think you'll enjoy it, and you get to play your characters from the main session. You do not have to roll new sheets.
Oh, that's good.
Uh-huh.
That means I'm not running a one-shot.
I have been stashing this away for the right moment, and I think the right moment is finally upon us.
I see. Okay. Oh, hi, Sid. What does bring you here? Is it new story content, maybe?
Could be. Could also be Rob on Extreme.
Not yet.
Well, not now.
That particular instance is a throwaway instance. It doesn't actually mean anything. The only thing that makes it special is that it took so long for people to get through.
Because of the DDoS, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Because there was the 90K was the big thing going around. People were 90King all over the place because it's a disconnection error.
Mm-hmm.
Is 90,002.
Yeah, so 90K ping basically means that the server does not respond. The difference in time between information going in and out is 90 seconds. That's a minute and a half. 1,000 ping is 1 second.
Well, no, I'm not saying it's ping. It's the error code that would come up as 90K.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought you were talking about 90K ping.
No, I am not. I'm talking about, like, when it disconnects you, it gives you a little window that says, here's your error code, 9900002. Would you like to know how many times I saw that over that weekend?
Over 9,000?
Over 9,000 is accurate, yes.
Right.
Now, the other thing that happened was there was a problem with the trial that was introduced as part of the storyline. The first one. That once you got to it, if you were doing a persistent emote, when you loaded in, it would make it so that once you got out of that instance, it would kick you from the game, and you couldn't log back in.
Oh!
So, when we get there eventually, remind me, and I'll show you where I was sitting in a persistent emotive state when I loaded into that, because the skyline is beautiful. So, yeah, it was real bad. And I was scared I lost my character, actually.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yes, but we've made it Stormblood.
We have. Congratulations.
We're finally here.
Stormblood.
Yes, I'm finally on the 4.0, which means I am now in the 4.0 probably right now, right? Yeah. So
correct.
yeah, so I am finally on the current expansion. Hey!
Woo!
Excitement. Okay, that's scary that we said the same thing at the same time.
Your coffee.
And of course we have brought our favorite best boys with us here, Emmerich and Horsfont.
Yes.
And also, god damn it, Square Enix, why would you do that with Horsefond in the credits? Why
The
would
one
you?
bringing with us everywhere.
No, the credits. Its own
Yeah, but you're the one. You're bringing Archmont with us everywhere.
Listen.
I want you to realize that.
Yes, I am. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I am well aware of this.
Mm-hmm.
I might miss him a little bit, maybe.
A little bit.
Maybe. But yeah. Just a bit.
Well, that's why I bring the other best boy with us, because we need him with us too.
Okay. But of course, I think this is a fantastic place to stop, at least for right now.
I think so.
As we will have all of the exciting Stormblood bits starting next time we do our Final Fantasy stream.
Mm-hmm.
Any closing thoughts?
There's a lot of cutscenes up ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Bale was saying like 30 minutes to maybe 3 hours of cutscenes.
Well, then yeah.
Yeah, it's just, well, there's a lot of run here, do this, do that. Occasional instance, the occasional stuff thing. Because I want to say Raban was within 3 hours.
Okay. So basically, advanced warning, not the next stream, but probably the following stream, advanced warning, lots of cutscenes type of warning, yeah. But that's okay.
So speaking of, are we having a stream next week?
To be
so.
determined right now. Obviously we'll have Chaos.
Yeah.
That's a TBD right now.
Okay.
I will say we'll know by Friday.
Okay.
I think that's the fairest way to put it right now. We'll know by Saturday. We'll put it that way. We'll know by Saturday. Let's do that.
So announce during Chaos then?
Yeah.
Just kind of an announcement of this.
Oh, by the way, yeah, at the end of Chaos, we'll mention scheduling notes and whatnot. Yeah, I think that'll be.
Yeah.
Unless we have it before then, in which case we'll announce it then. That's perfectly fine. I think.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know right now. It's too soon to say.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right.
Things and
That's
stuff
it.
and stuff and things. Any final thoughts before we close out the live stream?
I am very glad you've gotten a Stormblood.
Me too.
It only gets better from here.
Excellent. Well, on that note, thank you so much for tuning in to multitwitch.tv/that_LasanyaGuy/PetraKish. For PetraKish, my name is Lysanya, not Lasagna. Signing out for the evening. Good night, everybody. We will see you one way or another on Friday for more Final Fantasy content. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time.